back to another episode of Garden State Growing. Once again, my name is Eric, and we are here to continue the three-part series of garden tour around my garden. And you're going to be, I think you're going to be surprised, maybe not pleasantly, because you're going to see quite a bit of disappointment. But for me, I have to tell you that I don't believe when it comes to gardening there's failure. There's always opportunities to learn. And did I learn when I was not successful at planting plants? Yes, always. There was always something I came out of it like, absolutely do not do that, or you absolutely need to do that. A lot of these vegetables that I'm growing, I've never grown on the scale that I'm growing. I mean, except for last year. Last year was the first year that I expanded my garden this big. Keeping up with a dozen plants for me was very easy. Even keeping up to about 50 plants for me was really relatively easy. Keeping up with plots and raised garden beds that I'm planting an entire crop into that, like I had the 2 tomato beds, I have an eggplant bed, a corn bed, a potato bed. It has it's been challenging to say the least, but that's okay. So with that all said, let's just get into part 3. I'll finish up this series. We'll be done with it, and I hope you enjoy it and you like it. So let's just go. So now we're all the way around on the other side of my house. What you see right here, okay, is my plum tree. And let's take a closer look at this guy. This is not just a plum tree. This is a 5-in-1 plum tree. And as you can see here, yes, all you trolls, I did not prune these branches that I don't want growing over my deck. But I did say I want to see what branches produce fruit first before I start cutting branches off. Okay, so here it is, and this is actually 5 different plum trees grafted onto one rootstock, okay, that's going to culminate down in the middle. Now, what I'm going to wind up doing is identifying, branches that aren't producing, and I'm going to start to trim them back when this plant dies back. I will actually tie like a ribbon around them in the fall, and then start, like, see this guy that's just crossing right in the middle and causing chaos right in the middle. I mean, I may just come in here, yeah, absolutely, and just start pruning all of this back. As long as I have these main branches growing, I'll be fine with that. But if I prune all of this back, this foliage down here that's not getting any nutrition, I'm just gonna cut them back and open all of this up. That will be in an episode all by itself. So the last thing that we have to do is go upstairs onto the deck and take a look on what's going on up there, which is usually pretty much a tornado nightmare. But it's my playground, and we're gonna go up there and take a look. All right, everybody, so we are up here on my deck, and I am going to show you around real quick. Do you guys want to see a bunch of the world's hottest peppers? I'm going to show you. They're doing, pretty good for as long as have I had the ability to put them in the ground. But before we do that, I'm going to show you something else. So this is my sweet potato experiment, and I did plant about, I would say, a dozen of these, and none of them started to grow. I really need to change that water. Actually, I really need to get these into the ground. Obviously, I think I put this one in the ground, in the cup upside down, because yeah, I got roots but no slips up top. What I would really like to see is slips starting to grow roots of themselves. So what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to fill a bucket, and I'm going to dunk them all in there and see if I get some of these gorgeous looking slips to produce some roots. I mean, I could just plant this entire sweet potato on the ground. It would probably grow very well. But if I can get these slips to grow roots, I could divide this in half and have 2 plants. But I need to get a move on because time is running out. But again, there's no market I need to have a harvest date that I need to meet or a deadline. I can pull these up out of the ground when I want. And if I don't have the time to do it, I could let them stay in the ground all winter and then just come dig them up in the spring, or let those potatoes grow into more potatoes. So here we are. We're gonna take a look at the pepper plants I put in pots up on my deck. And we have the Brazilian red ghost pepper. We have the 7-pod Nerby, the Scotch bonnet Trinidad, the big Jamaican, Belucholokia. Love that. Strain U. No idea what that means. I got 3 of these guys going here. They are absolutely a little bit smaller than a lot of the other pepper plants that were planted just by themselves, but I figured experiment, throw them in. And again, the leaves, as you can see, these top leaves that are getting so much more sun and nutrients now that I upplanted them, compared to, do you see how pale these leaves are? Most of these pepper plants are doing much better and looking very green, just like that. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy. And then we have the Super Hots. Go for it. Nagaboa. Okay, that's probably how you pronounce it. I think I did a good job. Then I have some tomato plants that I did transplant up for anybody, friends, family, anybody that wants to plant these. And I have more right here. If anybody wants some tomato seedlings, I have them for you. And then I have my gorgeous Rosella plants. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 6 to begin with. 1 died because of a windstorm. The rest are doing amazing. I do have a little something on this leaf. I'm just gonna pull it. I don't know what that was from, but I'm starting to see some really nice, gorgeous leaves right here. I'm thinking I need to, I'm at the point where these guys need to be up potted as well into something bigger. I'm not holding on to as much moisture as the mix that I made the first time. So I'm going to come back with a little bit more of a dense soil, not as loose, and fill them up and put them into something bigger, like a 10 or 20 gallon pot. Something bigger like a 2 or 3 gallon pot. And then I have my fig cuttings, and I only see one doing really well, and that's that guy right there. The rest look pretty poor. I might have to, oh, no, I see some life on that guy, and he is looking pretty. All right, so that's what I'm looking for, is I want to see some leaves start to grow. That means root development has happened, and we're looking good. Now, I'm just going to go real quick. This is just a tray of herbs. Basil, chives, holy basil, Thai basil, banquet dill, majorum. I'm not going to go through it all. And then again, I have some more onions back here, and they are again the American leek. Why am I growing 5,000 American leeks? I have no idea. Probably because I didn't get 2 last year. Then we're just going to move on over to this is my key lime tree. I mean, it's looking healthy, but not great. Not growing much. Just gonna have to keep on doing what I'm doing. I got some tomato plants. These are determinate type tomatoes, except for this one, the Florida Aid. I decided to replant some of these up here on the deck to see if it makes a difference from the ones that are suffering down there. And I only mean suffering not in the health of the plant, I mean suffering in the size of the plant. And we're back to my potato plants up on the deck that are starting to die back. I don't remember these things ever blossoming. I think they did. If they did blossom, I should have potatoes in there. If not, then I'm just completely doing something wrong. And then I have this beautiful Meyer lemon tree that You know, I know it's growing a lot of leaves up and down its bark, but I thought I killed this thing by bringing it inside. And then, for whatever reason, I have this gigantic tomato plant here, and I'm not going to let it live here because it's going to compete way too much with my Meyer lemon tree. So I am going to pull it, but I'm going to try to pull it and transplant it because it's so healthy, and it's actually growing from last year. And let's not forget about this glorious fig tree that I have standing right here that was given to me from a friend that contacted me through Garden State Growing. And we got together and we went some mushroom farming or harvesting actually in the middle of the woods. And he gave me this glorious fig tree. And I want to get it into the ground, but I have to clear out a spot for it. And I'm not ready to do that right now. So that will be coming up sometime in the future, but it is thriving and doing very well right here in this container, the Home Depot 5-gallon bucket. I just pay attention to it. Okay, everyone. So that was part 3. What's up? No, hold on 1 second. All right, so that was part 3 of Grogu. What's going on? Why are you interrupting me? What? You want me to give you the names of the people that talk crap on my channel? No, no, no. Why? Oh, you want to choke them. Oh, I want to choke them too. Trust me. I want to force choke the AF out of a lot of people. But we don't do that. Remember, revenge leads to fear. Fear leads to hate. Hate leads to the dark side. I probably messed that up. Leave your hate comments in the section down below. He agrees. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you liked seeing my entire garden. Everybody's constantly asking me, how much do you grow? What do you grow? How much square feet do you have? I usually just throw out a random number because I really don't know. I've never really taken the time to calculate how much square feet I have. I just gave a guess one day and said I'm gonna stick with it. But maybe one day I'll let you know. So hit that notification bell, ring-a-ding-ding. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos just like this, including mushrooms and cooking and everything else, hit that subscribe button. I think you're gonna have a good time with me. I am not a professional. I'm just a random dude who likes to plant things. All right? Love you. See you on the next episode.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting strong.
I already called not helping.
Call not helping?
No. I call ignoring you.
I've been